How can you stop giving a shit about what other people think? It's one of the most demoralizing processes of the self-growth journey you're gonna guaranteed encounter. And how do you really stop it though in the exact moment? You're going after your passion, you're doing something different from everyone around you, and that dumbass aunt of yours says, Sally, wow, oh, that's cute. Your paintings and your blog or their videos are very cute. They're very nice. In that moment, how do you stop yourself from wanting to punch your relatives or your friends in the throat? In this video, I'm going to share some frameworks that really helped me in the early years when everybody was against me, and how you can actually push your way through that tough phase when no one thinks you're going to make it. What's up guys, Alex Hine, author of the book, Master the Dizzle. Now I've included a free goal setting worksheet below that'll help you plan out your year going forward. It'll help you figure out the exact vision you want and the exact daily rituals you can actually do to make that happen. So check it out, the first link right there in the description box. So the first thing that I think is the most important is that there is nothing I can say, nothing you can say to yourself that will ultimately make you indestructible. Nothing you can say. And the solution is to be your own hero. Like, look, at the end of the day, when you are a motherfucking boss and you're doing all the things you've wanted to do, the evidence will be there. Everyone else will be able to see it, right? Like 5 years ago, no business, no internet presence. Now, multiple books, decent sized YouTube channel, successful business, about to graduate my doctorate. That's stuff the world can see. But at the beginning, there's only inner growth. There's only, I'm becoming more disciplined. I'm dedicating an hour a day to my goals. I'm reading self-help books instead of whatever, romance novels. At the beginning, no one can see it. So of course they're gonna doubt it. At the start is the most important time to forget saying anything. No rebuttal, no getting crumbled by what they say. You just say, okay, I hear what you're saying. And then you walk away to do the damn work. Because if you start dedicating that 1 hour a day that I talk about in so many videos to mastery of a specific skill, or specific hobby, specific interest, whatever it is, something you want to improve about yourself, it is not going to be a very long time before your life gets better. In fact, it's going to be pretty quick. So your mission, your virtue for this first one, becoming your own hero, is not thinking about becoming the best. It's not convincing other people. It's becoming the fucking best. Which means every day you track the work you're doing to improve your life, no matter what domain of life it is that you're working on. The second thing is to realize that your friends and family are deeply insecure. Now, I'm going to share this bombshell of a quote in a sec, but I had this one experience one day in the early days of my business. I was working in a favorite cafe, was working on an exciting project, and I ran into an old childhood friend. The childhood friend was with both of his parents, and we were just catching up and small talking, and he said, you know, what are you up to? I heard you've got like a blog. How's that going and all that kind of stuff? And I said, it's going awesome. Like, gonna be, changing the world and hiring all these people to work for me and doing some really cool, impactful stuff. And he goes, okay, Obama. And I just kind of gulped and, waved goodbye. But it's those moments where they can demoralize you. Or you can be like, under your breath, this motherfucker, like I'm gonna show them. And I don't think there's anything wrong with using the rage to power you for a while, even though it can't work forever. But use that as the fuel to prove to yourself, not to them. It doesn't matter if I succeed or fail, to them. It matters to me. I want to build something meaningful. Now the sad thing is, often those exact same people are gonna be the ones that are like, whoa, that's really cool what you did. Or I had someone comment on one of my videos or one of my articles when my website was brand new, and it was a scathing, angry, long message. And I'm like, what did I even do to piss this person off? I don't even know this human being. Would you believe 2 years later I found out it was a friend? It was like a friend-acquaintance who thought my blog was just some bullshit side project. Shocking. I mean, shocking. One of the nastier comments I've received in a long time. That kind of stuff's going to happen. And it was anonymous. So it's one of those things where be prepared for it and recognize that people are deeply unfulfilled in their own lives, and they often take it out on you. Now, there's a third quote here that I think is really going to help you. People who have given up on their own dreams are often happy to help you bury your own. This is perhaps the most damaging thing I see in the world, because 99% of people are absolutely convinced that they cannot do anything other than the norm, which is what they see around them. Anything other than that is impossible. Therefore, most people never even try. You have to be the 1%, the 0.01%, who takes action even when you can't see what is going to happen. That's why it's so rare to see someone that got out of a ghetto or out of a bad life, because they don't see the potential. You have to envision that. That has to be a visioning process that you generate when there's no evidence that that's even possible. You know, that's a very difficult thing to do, to have that level of faith and that level of drive. But you have to be that 0.01%. That's the person who is willing to build something that you don't see anyone else around you having done. And you're willing to take that risk on your dream and on the life that you really want. So when you encounter all those people in your life that give you those responses, you have a couple responses in my mind. One is fuck them and keep a shit list. Number two is empathy. Like, the more critical someone is of you, the less successful they typically are. A successful, fulfilled, happy friend is never going to critique you like that. Even a stranger won't. And the third thing is, you can fight back, you can have empathy, or you can stay in the middle of the road and realize these are just distractions on the path. You're going through the valley of darkness, you're going through hell. You know, most people have their own stuff. It's not about you. It's about their own deep hole, that meaninglessness, the existential angst humans have living in this life that for most people is meaningless and purposeless. So those are three really important things to keep in mind as you're going about this journey of improving yourself or doing things that you've never seen anyone else around you do. So whether you want to use the rage or the empathy, maybe you use both to help fuel you. But either way, it's not an easy journey at the start. And that's something that you have to build that inner fortitude to get through. So I've included a first link there for a free goal setting worksheet that'll help you build that inner kind of fortitude to reach your goals going forward. Plan out your best year, figure out what habits to set to help you get there. You can check it out, the first link in the description, and then check out my last related videos right over yonder.